Tonight on UATV.
It's kind of terrifying that there isn't a place for people to go and seek shelter.
Citizens move to safety when a storm hits the area, where you can go in severe weather.
And athletes turn to a new recovery technology.
Coming out of that cryo chamber, you get that nice little rush and refreshed feeling, and you're able to attack the day.
How this chilling device gets players back on the field faster than ever.
And breaking news, one federal government organization checks in on the U of A, why the university is under investigation, right now on UATV News. A federal investigation is underway against the University of Arkansas tonight. The U.S. Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights is looking into how the university handled 3 Title IX related cases of sexual misconduct that dated back to 2014. Assistant Vice Chancellor Mark Rushing says the investigation involves 1 case of reported sexual harassment and 2 reported cases of sexual assault. Rushing says the university is fully cooperating with the OCR in its investigation and says, quote, "The University of Arkansas has devoted considerable effort into building a strong program of support, training, and awareness about preventing and addressing sexual assault and related misconduct."
If you take a look at your screen, you can see the definition of Title IX as defined by the university's Code of Student Life. Title IX prohibits discrimination based on sex in education programs and activities. Discrimination based on sex can include, but is not limited to, sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, stalking, domestic violence, and dating violence.
There's actually a special process for cases involving Title IX matters.
After a report is filed with the Title IX coordinator here on campus, the coordinator conducts meetings with the victim and respondent. If the Title IX coordinator finds that further steps should be taken, the report is passed along to the Office of Student Standards and Conduct. The OSSC has 60 days to complete the investigation from the date of the initial complaint. The Title IX coordinator uses the information gathered from the process to decide if the incident is a violation of Title IX standards. Then there is a hearing with a mixed-gendered 3-person panel.
According to the student handbook, this 3-person panel is made up of hearing officers who are trained in sexual assault prevention and response. Their job is to decide if a student more likely than not violated Title IX. I spoke with the director of student conduct, Rachel Eikenberry, earlier in the semester, and she says that the Title IX system isn't created to investigate or prosecute criminals, but to decide if a student was in violation of campus policy.
When they send that report to us and it comes into our hands, we're not looking at this as a crime. We're looking at this as a Code of Student Life violation.
After the hearing, disciplinary actions are taken or an appeals process will begin. A new technology could be a game changer in preventing sexual assault on college campuses. The same technology could be coming here to the U of A. A parking garage, a dorm room, a frat house. Sexual assault can happen anywhere on a college campus. In fact, more than 80% of rapes on college campuses are acquaintance rapes, which means that many times there will be little to no proof of these crimes.
They happen at parties or after a date, they have a few drinks with a guy or girl, and then the sexual assault happens, and so of course there's no cameras.
One new technology is hoping to change that. Wear Safe is a small Bluetooth tag that connects to an iPhone app. Anytime a student feels unsafe, they just press the button, and Wear Safe sends an automatic message alerting the friends in that network of their exact location and an audio recording of what's going on wherever they are. And evidence this specific plays a key role in the justice system.
If there's evidence, hard evidence, of course that's going to make it easier to prosecute someone, and when there's not, then, of course it's a little bit tougher.
But some say that while prevention apps like Wear Safe might have good intentions, they might not be realistic in stopping most cases of sexual assault.
Those types of technologies are created with the idea of stranger rape in mind and not so much created with the idea of sexual assault that happens between, 2 people that had a pre-existing relationship.
WearSafe is a new business working to partner with college campuses across the U.S. to help prevent on-campus sexual assaults.
The National Weather Service confirmed a tornado did touch down in Arkansas early Wednesday. If you take a look at your screen, you can see how the tornado made its way from across Oklahoma to the state line during Wednesday's storm. At one point, the storm turned into an EF2 tornado before losing steam. Now, we're not yet finished with severe weather this spring. With more storms coming this weekend, Megan Bedanikovic is live with how you can stay safe in Fayetteville.
Fayetteville was hit with tornado warnings on early Wednesday morning, and it raised a lot of questions. A lot of people were wondering what they can do to keep themselves safe in these kind of situations. And I found out that there are a lot of things that people can do to be prepared in these type of situations, but not a lot of places that they can go. Storm shelters in Fayetteville, Arkansas are hard to find.
Raise alert weather. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning affecting the entire campus.
A 1 a.m. wake-up call.
This warning means there is immediate danger for the campus.
When the campus warning system sounds, some students hit the decline button and roll back over, but others, like grad student Hannah Bella, look for shelter.
I'm really not supposed to do this, but I'm really not going to leave my dog behind at my apartment when there's a tornado warning, and the whole reason why I'm seeking shelter is because I think we might be hit by a tornado.
When Wednesday's early morning storm hit town, engineering students, employees, and Hannah's dog had the option to go to Bell Engineering and take shelter.
We had to use the far left door because I actually have keys to that door.
Now, only the faculty members were allowed to come down these stairs, down into the basement, and go into the engineering welcome center in these concrete walls to make sure they were safe during the storm.
We actually went in here and we hung out for the few hours that we had, or for the hour or so that we had the tornado warning.
Many students don't have the option to go into a building after hours without keys or a card.
Another building that they may have.
There are no public storm shelters in Fayetteville or Springdale. Greenland High School is the only place open to the public during severe storms.
It's kind of terrifying that there isn't a place for people to go and seek shelter.
For people living on campus, they can go to the bottom floor of their dorm room or their dormitory. Humphreys has a basement in their dorm, or they can also go to the Union downstairs. There are concrete walls in the basement. If you're living off campus in an apartment, find a friend, your neighbor. You can go to the basement of their apartment, bottom floor. If you live on an upper floor, find a safe place, maybe in a closet or a bathtub. Reporting live on downtown Dixon, I'm Megan Benikovic, UATV News.
Remember to turn on your Raise Alert notifications. You will be notified if you need to take shelter. Well, Sawyer, at least it's been a nice day here on the Hill.
That's so true, Lydia. For more on your current weather conditions, let's go outside to Amanda.
Hey guys, that's right. I'm here with a look at your current weather. Right now it's around 71 degrees and it also feels 71 degrees. You can see it's bright and sunny out here. A little bit later though, I have a graphic for your 10 p.m. weather. It's going to be 61 degrees and feel like 61. It's going to be clear night, but that's not going to stay that way for long with the rain coming in over the night and raining all day tomorrow with thunderstorms. But for right now, it's still sunny and beautiful out, so stay out while you can. I'll be back in a little bit with a look at your national forecast and 5-day weather. Stay tuned.
The Fayetteville Police Department is trying to figure out how to pull a semi-truck out of a ditch along Interstate 49. This is after the truck drove off of the road and rolled multiple times. UATV's Mary Kate Carson is live at the accident. Mary Kate, is everyone all right?
Lydia, fortunately, nobody was hurt in this accident, but the driver was taken to the hospital immediately after for precautionary reasons. Now, the reason for this crash is unknown, but if you take a look at your screen, you can see that all day this truck has been on its side after rolling into the ditch as it drove off the hill. Now, there was nobody else on this Garland Avenue exit when the crash happened. That means nobody saw the crash, but it also means that nobody was in danger at that time. Now, there have been police officers and firefighters lined up along the street all day long directing traffic. Now, none of them were able to talk to me on camera, but they said that their job right now is to get this truck out of the ditch. Now, as you can see behind me, this is no easy task. In fact, just minutes ago, they were able to get the truck back upright on to its wheels. Now, this took 3 wreckers, 2 at the bottom of the hill and 1 at the top of the hill, to try to fight against the full trailer of cement mixture. They said, though, that the cement actually helps in their favor because as the truck moves upright, the cement moves along in the trailer and helps balance out the truck. Now, they said the next task is to try to move it along this grassy area where I'm standing right now to help get it in position to go back on the interstate and down the road. Now, they are working very hard and fast, trying to fight daylight and hoping that they can finish this before the sun goes down. Reporting live and in Fayetteville, I'm Mary Kate Carson for UATV News.
Police from Fayetteville, Washington County, and the state of Arkansas are all there to help solve this safely.
After the break, a new physical therapy method gains popularity among athletes. We'll take you below zero to the coldest place in Fayetteville.
And one organization plans ahead to attack the Zika virus, and it's out of this world. How NASA maps the outbreak.
Cryotherapy is a futuristic health trend that's growing in popularity in Fayetteville. UATV's Matt Howell takes us to a local cryotherapy clinic to learn more.
Cryotherapy is a new physical therapy method in which patients subject themselves to frigid temperatures for short periods of time. The extreme cold causes the body to release endorphins that reduce inflammation and pain, increase metabolism, boost energy, and result in other healing effects. I'm here at Cryofactor Wellness Center with partial owner John McCloy, about to experience cryotherapy for my very first time. John, what's going to happen to me while I'm in there?
Well, we're going to get you in at down to negative 275 degrees and freeze you. And what you're going to feel is, the blood rushing to your core. And, when you get done, hopefully, it's going to get you out and get a good energy rush to your body and make you feel nice and refreshed.
So it's not going to hurt while I'm in there? No frostbite or anything?
No, it's a dry nitrogen air blowing, and, it just make you feel, you might get cold, but you'll survive.
Awesome, let's do it. So right now, liquid nitrogen gas is pouring out around my body, as you can see, floating out all around me. It's very cold in here, but pretty manageable. As you can see here, the temperature is now negative 255 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually colder than any place on Earth. You won't even find temperatures like these in Antarctica. Professional athletes utilize cryotherapy to quickly recover from injuries and even regular soreness from training. Razorback baseball shortstop Mike Bernal uses cryotherapy to reduce time between workouts and training.
Coming out of that cryo chamber, you get that nice little rush and refreshed feeling, and you're able to attack the day.
Cryotherapy is not intended to treat or prevent any disease, and its effects have not been evaluated yet by the FDA.
After the break, one Razorback athlete goes for the gold. How this athlete is diving for success.
And the Hogsby's were last night. Who took home the awards when UATV News returns.
NASA is helping in the battle against Zika. Scientists created a forecast map showing the potential spread of the virus in the United States. The southern and eastern United States are at a higher risk as the warmer summer temperatures creep in. Right now, the White House is locked in a battle with Congress for funding to fight the virus.
In this situation, we do have an opportunity. We have months that could have been used to prepare for the onset of this virus.
We will sit down with the appropriators to figure out the best way forward to make sure that we're good stewards of the taxpayers' money and to make sure that we have what we need to combat and stay ahead of the Zika virus issue.
NASA scientists hope the new map will help the U.S. target future search and destroy missions for infected mosquitoes. Well, it was a nice day here in Fayetteville, but is this weather here to stay?
Let's head over to Amanda to see what we should expect for this weekend.
As you can see, we have our high and low front pressure systems happening right now. Low pressure systems are the systems that bring warm, moist air, which is why you see a lot more precipitation up here along the northeast. And these high pressure systems bring in dry, cooler air. So that's why we've been actually seeing a lot warmer and less wet day today. As you can see in our winds, the 36, 33 mile per hour winds, all this here with the condensed coastlines means that it's going to be higher winds up here along the north as well. The southeast of the country, we did not see a very windy day today. So as you can see in our Doppler radar, like I said before, the precipitation is going to be mostly condensed along the northeast, but don't be fooled because this one coming in across Kansas is going to bring in some thunderstorms tomorrow as well from that low pressure system. As we can see in our close-up, it's coming right for Springdale. It's going to pass through and continue along the southeast area of the United States, where we will see a lot more rain coming pretty soon. Right now, it is our current temperatures, or these were actually from earlier in the day today because it is not 81 degrees in Little Rock. It is closer to 67. Right here in Fayetteville, it's 71. Later on, it's going to be a little bit cooler, 61 degrees. Here in Arkansas, we have 68 degrees in Fayetteville, 76 degrees in Little Rock, 77 degrees in Monticello, and 75 in Jonesboro. Right now we're going to look at our 5-day forecast where you can see on Friday it's going to be a high of 69 with thunderstorms all day. On Saturday it's going to be thunderstorming again with a high of 75. On Sunday we'll see partly cloudy skies with a high of 71 and a low of 46. Monday we're going to see mostly cloudy skies with a high of 66. And Tuesday, we'll see rain again with a high of 66 and a low of 44. I'll be back in a little bit with a look at tomorrow's weather, so stay tuned.
A Razorback diver is making waves internationally.
That's right. Sophomore Nicole Gillis is back from South Africa after competing in her home country's Olympic trials.
UATV's Hannah Bortnick has more on how Gillis feels about her season and this experience.
We had nationals as well as Olympic trials for 2016 in Rio this year.
Fellow Razorback Nicole Gillis has been training for this moment all year. This is the first year that South Africa will be sending a diver to the Olympics since 2008. But only one diver will get to represent South Africa for diving in this coming Olympics. While at home in South Africa, she dove her way to a third-place finish on the 3-meter board, but in order to represent South Africa in Rio, Gillis needed to win nationals.
I didn't dive as well as I'd hoped to, but I definitely have got a lot to take away from it and know where to improve.
Although Gillis wishes she could have made the team, her coach Jeff DiNicola is proud of his star diver.
I was really proud of her to be the first diver since 2008 for Arkansas to represent us at NCAAs. South Africa was a fun trip. She ended up winning 1 meter, she won tower, she won 3-meter synchro.
I want to improve in my self-confidence, basically, and believing in myself. I've been working with my coach for that this whole year, and it's improved a lot, but I still have more steps to take to get to the level that I can be.
I expect her to be All-Americans the next 2 years. She's gotten to the big meet and gotten that experience, knows how to handle it and be ready for it to step up when it matters. But I think each year she's going to become more and more competitive with everybody. And that's just her outlook as well. She's really focused on the future.
Gillis will be the oldest athlete on the dive team next year. She has 2 more years to compete for Arkansas and maybe another shot at the Olympics in 4 years. Reporting for UATV, I'm Hannah Bortnick.
Thanks, Anna. Although it's far away, Gillis and her coach already have their sights set on the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. The 5th annual 2016 Hogsby Awards took place last night at Bud Walton Arena. We'll take a look at what the athletes had to say.
Plus, the first pick of the NFL Draft. Next with sports.
Welcome back, sports fans. The moment we've been waiting for has finally arrived. The NFL Draft has begun. The newly minted Los Angeles Rams kicked off the party with pick number 1 going to California quarterback Jared Goff. Goff led the Golden Bears to an 8-5 season, ranked number 4 in the Pac-12 conference. The University of Arkansas has several athletes of its own in the running as well. One of the most highlighted Razorbacks for this year's draft is tight end Hunter Henry. In many of the mock drafts, Henry was projected to go mid-second round at pick number 52 to the Houston Texans. Some of Henry's strengths include being a great run blocker and a big part of the Arkansas's running game success. He had no drops and 51 catches this season. He's too talented to be covered by most linebackers, and he's able to run a variety of routes and has no reason to leave the field. Round 1 of the draft continues tonight, while round 2 begins tomorrow at 6 p.m. Red carpet and glamour hit the U of A campus last night. The 5th annual Hogsby Awards show highlighted some of the Razorback athletes' accomplishments throughout the year. Some of our reporters got to talk to the athletes and hear about a few of their experiences.
What does the word teamwork mean to you?
All that work you put into the fall, going to the spring season, it all comes together in spring. We started off rough last year, but we're lucky that we had a lot of character on our team, and we just kept fighting, and we got to the World Series, and that was just a memory that I'll never forget. Being an Arkansas Razorback and being in the World Series, just representing the school, and when we were there, just the tradition and the pride for Arkansas was just unbelievable.
What older Razorback football player do you look up to on the team?
Definitely Brooks Ellis, just for the fact that, we went to the same school. He graduated 2 years older than me, but, he just knows me a lot better than, a lot of people on the team, and he's like my big bro. He showed me, just how to get things done, and so, yeah.
How does it feel to play for the Razorbacks?
I mean, it's like a dream come true for me, really, just growing up here and being able to play for my dream school. It's been awesome.
Oh, I thought we cut out this part. Definitely lots of excitement. It's kind of fun getting to see these athletes and coaches in a different environment than in the game. Our own Ashley Vise got a chance to catch up with head coach Mike Anderson to talk about one of his athletes being nominated for Scholar of the Year.
You have Moses Kingsley up for Scholar Athlete of the Year award tonight. Can you just talk about his character a little bit on and off the court?
Well, he's a leader of our basketball team, and he's a guy that came in here as a freshman, and he was a freshman. He looked like a freshman, he acted like a freshman, and just to see the progression to where he is right now, a junior, a leader of our basketball team, and not only he's doing it on the court, he's doing it off the floor. So I think it speaks volume to the character of that young man.
Now, it's the 5th Hogspees Award. Do you have a favorite memory from any of the Hogspees you've attended so far?
Well, last year I didn't get a chance to come. We were out trying to find some more Moses Kingsley, so I'm looking forward to this night in particular. It's a night where you see all the student athletes in a different light. I mean, you see the beauty, you see the glamour. You see I call them the studs, man. You see the studs come out at night, and so, from our perspective, we get a chance to see them in a different element, and I'm looking forward to tonight.
That's it for our final sports segment of the year, and it's been a great one. After the break, we'll have one more look at your weather.
Hey guys, Amanda Simmons back here with one last look at your forecast tomorrow. As you can see, at 9 a.m. it's going to be 60 degrees, but feel like 58 with thunderstorms. It's going to stay that way throughout the day. With noon, a high of 63, it feels like 62. And 3 p.m., it's just not going to stop. We're going to have thunderstorms again with a high of 66, and it feels like 66. The temperature might raise a little bit more, and we could see a break in thunderstorms around 4 p.m., but other than that, it's going to be storming all day. Reporting live for the last time, I'm Amanda Simmons.
Aw, we love you, Amanda. We're getting a look at what the American Olympic team will be sporting during Rio's closing ceremony. The uniforms are designed by Polo Ralph Lauren.
The pieces you see here are now for sale online, and more will go on sale in May. We will see the uniforms for the opening ceremony closer to the August 5th start date for the Summer Games.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see all that.
Yes, exactly.
I love it.
Well, thank you guys for the year. It's been a great year here at UTV.
You've been anchoring, what, like 2 years?
This is my second semester.
Aw,
yes.
She's doing so great. She looks like a Barbie girl. Well, that's going to do it for us here at UATV News. I'm Sawyer Bessie.
And I'm Lydia Fielder. Have a great night.